Our age is proud of the progress it has made, immense intellectual development.
Hey, what's up everybody? Just trying some experimentation here with video. I know the quality is not good, but I'm limited to the amount of storage I have on my SD card, and unfortunately I tried to just buy a new card, but I'm using a 15-year-old camera and this card doesn't work with it. Isn't that great? And I'm too cheap to buy a new camera. So, especially whenever a lot of them don't take AA batteries, and that's what I absolutely need, because charging batteries takes too damn long. But anyway, I just wanted to do this video in response to a couple of comments I've gotten on some videos in the past few months, especially recently, about using target disk mode, or what I think target disk mode can be used for in a solution. So I have two laptops here, a 17-inch MacBook Pro and a old MacBook, white MacBook, 2006. And this is a FireWire cable. There's two types of FireWire. There's a 400 and there's an 800. Now the 800 is the one you're probably going to be after, because this is what the newer MacBooks use. Like a MacBook Pro. Both of the people that I have talked to actually have 2011 MacBook Pros, so this is what you need. But since I do not have two machines with FireWire 800 to use right now, I have a cable that goes to 400 on the other end, just to test this out and show it to you. So the port on the laptop looks like that, and that's a 400, that's an 800 right there. So that's what you're going to want to plug into. So where Putty's watching this, you're going to use this cable. Katie, you're going to use this same exact thing as I've got, because if you're going to an older PowerPC Mac, most likely it's got a 400, but you'll need an 800 on the other end for the MacBook Pro. So plug this into the MacBook Pro end of things, and then this is the computer that we're going to use target disk mode with. So let's say this is the MacBook Pro that you want to copy the contents off of, or if you want to use its DVD drive to install software on the other computer. And then we'll plug this into the target computer, the one that we want to put the data onto or we want to install to. So we will, oh man, I'm having a hard time because I'm plugging into the wrong port, of course. So what we'll do, now that they're connected, power this guy up. And as it's booting, we want to hold the T key. Hold on to T. Wait for it. Don't let go of T until you see the FireWire symbol right there. If you're using a PowerPC Mac, it'll be a bit different screen. It will be a blue background with a yellow FireWire logo. Since I'm using a laptop, it shows how much battery I have left. And then we'll fire up this guy. This is mostly for if you're installing software, not for if you want to get data off. This part of it, I'll show you what to do to get data off later. But you can see now, these are the drives for this computer, the internal SATA. All of these drives that have that FireWire logo on it, the orange drives, those are this hard drive. For now though, we're just going to start into this computer's hard drive. This one's. And I'll show you how to get data off of it. Hopefully this, I'm sorry if this video is really bad quality, because it is. I gotta put my password in, but this is the only way I can do this right now. My whole computer setup is kind of messed up right now. So here we are on the desktop, and you can see the FireWire drives that are appearing there. Screen's pretty crappy. Alright. And you can see all of them in the sidebar. You can see we can eject them if we want, but we can just use them. Let me make sure I'm not revealing anything personal here. But here's just what a drive will look like. There's your applications, your library, system users. This is probably what you're going to want to go to. For me, I got my user folder here. I can go into documents, and then I got, like, here's a Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. These are my save games for Civ 4. So we can look at screenshots, and there's probably a screenshot. There's a TGA screenshot. So just any data will probably be in this folder here. there's a Civ 4 screenshot from my user folder. And then you can just do the same thing on any of these. Here's another partition that I had installed on, which also had my Steam games on it in some video that I filmed at some point. So that's what you want to do, and then whenever you're done you can just either turn off this computer or eject every one of these disks, or go into disk utility and just eject the whole thing if you want. Then you can turn off this guy. Now this will also work. I don't think I'm going to have time to show it because my battery's about to die, but if you put a DVD into this computer it would show up on this desktop. So let's say the DVD drive, which actually the DVD drive in this is bad, I can still use this. So hopefully that at least explains somewhat. And then if we wanted to do the reverse, which I'll show you real quick, hopefully. If not, this is the end of the video. So catch you guys later, but if not, we'll keep going. Oh yeah, device removal. That was my bad. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. Luckily everything on the hard drive is backed up, so I made a mistake there. I'll shut down this guy. I have a really bad infection, by the way, which is why I haven't made any videos in a while. That's one of the reasons anyway. Put this guy into target disk mode. And my name is just leading me on some wild adventures. I was supposed to do this video last night, oh well. Here we go. Fire this guy up. You hold the option key to get to this boot menu. You can see those two hard drives were the one from that, and then all those other drives are obviously the internal in this. Now I don't know if I can start up from that drive. You could start up from it if you wanted to, but I don't know if it has the drivers installed for this computer. So we're just going to boot into this computer's OS. But you can use this to boot off of the hard drive if you want to. I could have done that, but I didn't really have any reason to. So, wait for this to load up here. I did damage this computer on accident. I need to get a new SATA cable for it, and I don't know if I will do that. Yeah, the screen's flickering a lot. So that's great. So let it boot up here. Again, I have to enter my password. You can see hair on the floor, which is just great, but that's what I get for having a shedding dog. Yep, and there you go. You can see all these are popping up. I got a folder on the desktop already here. You can see all those. Also, if the drive name has the same name as on your hard drive, it will add a 1 to it, or a 2, or however many partitions there are for that. But since there were only 2 partitions on the MacBook's drive, I only see 2 of them, and I can go to that and find her. Like here's the Windows Documents and Settings folder for my Boot Camp Windows partition, Application Data, Microsoft, or whatever thing. You can go to Users, and again, comes up there. I don't know if I really had anything. Oh, 24-inch iMac Windows backup. Wow, that's yeah. I was gonna make a video on this, but then my GPU failed. Yeah. Good thing. Yeah, so like movies, there's nothing there. But like there's my iTunes. I don't know if I'll have any iTunes. I don't have anything on there, but you can basically see hopefully how this works. There is a little bit more to it than this, but this should be enough that you can get data off of an external hard drive. You may also consider, should have been more prepared for this. You may also consider, and we'll be doing a video on that, by the way. You might consider buying something like this, which is just a external hard drive, a FireWire. You can see there it's FireWire, and it also does have USB. This is not powered, but you can add a power adapter if your source computer doesn't have built-in power, which all of these do. All the Macs have built-in power. What you'd probably do is just buy one of these off of eBay or whatever. You might be able to find some for sale still. Screws, just unscrew it and take the hard drive out and put the hard drive from the MacBook into this. and then you can basically just plug this right in, turn it on. You won't need to go through any of that target disk mode stuff. It'll just appear as if it were any other USB hard drive or flash drive. But since you already have the computer, if you have two computers with FireWire, which any 2011 iMac, Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, only the MacBook Airs don't have it. So this is just an easier method of doing things versus buying one of these, but this is an option too, which is why I bought this thing. So that's just some of the basics on FireWire and target disk mode. Cables can be had for fairly cheap. You probably won't be able to find a FireWire cable at like Walmart or whatever. Mac specialized stores might still have them, Apple authorized, maybe used parts stores may have them, Goodwills might have them, stuff like that. I got mine off of eBay. Amazon probably has it too. They're cheap enough, but so just get an 800 to 800 cable. Unless you're working with older Macs, then get an 800 to 400, or even just a 400 to 400. They're completely cross-compatible. The only difference is the connector type and the speed. All the signal they send is identical. They're completely cross-compatible. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this was clear enough. If not, I could probably try again to do a second video in HD when I get my computer set up again for using the LifeCam, because I've been having a really bitch of a time with that. So just wanted to get this out quickly while I'm feeling alright. So hope this was helpful to anybody out there who's looking at these old Macs, or just anybody who's curious. So catch you guys later.